It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning. If you are awake in this public holiday, this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. An honor to chat to you and be in your company as we get ready to indulge in festive Easter delights. There's so many of them. But the reality is occasional constipation may decide to join the celebration. But fear not. We've got some tips and tricks to ensure a comfortable and enjoyable long weekend. And here to guide us through is dietitian Kim Hoffman, who's woken up just for you to make sure we are getting the information we require. Kim, thank you so much. I had to call you urgently, and
Yes.
you were like, huh? And I was like, please come to studio, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
But you look very awake, which is important. But let's be honest, it's that time of the year. Easter brings about delights of various acidity levels through its sugar delights, through pickled fish, through hot cross buns, you know how it goes. But the reality is that constipation may actually just come into the mix there with regard to the variety of certain things. So let's talk about identifying some of the common, I'm going to say, factors around, constipation and why it actually arises, especially at this time of the year with this type of indulgence.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the reason it happens is three main ones.
Yes.
Fiber intakes are decreased. Fluid intakes are decreased. People don't drink enough water.
Very true.
And then just a routine or lifestyle change, or even just changing the pattern of your eating, can cause that occasional constipation.
So basically when you eat the pickled fish and then the hot cross bun straight after and then the Easter egg, it just kind of your body's like,
Absolutely.
what is going on here?
Yes, this is different.
Where's the veg and water?
Where's my fiber?
Yes, that makes sense. But in terms of dietary choices, we want to make sure that their tips and tricks are there. So, is it as simple as just making sure you add the water, add the fiber? What type of fibers, let's just say to hack Easter, what type of fibers could we include amidst all of these very iconic indulgences around this time of year?
Yeah. So increasing fiber actually just means lots of fruits and veg and whole grains. So if you can incorporate those into your day still, at least somewhat, then your body is still going to be able to do what it needs to do. So vegetables, there's beautiful examples of how to do vegetable platters into a kind of shape of a bunny with with an egg. So there's so many Google it.
Yes.
Get some ideas, but there are definitely nice, fun ways to get vegetables as part of it.
Quick one in terms of fiber and fruit. Which fruit do you think is good for someone?
All of them.
All of them.
Fiber.
So are
Fruit
you
contains
saying
fiber. Yes.
that we could hide Easter eggs and, let's just say, apples?
Yes. Yes.
Then there's a balance.
Yes. Hide some fruit.
Look at us hacking Easter. I love this. This is fantastic. But what other things can we do, especially hydration-wise, to prevent constipation?
So hydration-wise, it's just about taking in fluid. So water is definitely your best.
Yeah.
Remember, though, that alcohol intakes generally increase also in these kind of holiday times, and they dehydrate the body.
Okay.
So moderate your alcohol intake and make sure water or other fluids like juices or milk or other fluids like teas,
Yes.
those kind of things can be part as well to increase your hydration. So it's trying to think outside of alcohol in terms of what you're taking in.
I had to look, very sternly there. Think outside the alcohol. You don't need that to have a good time this Easter. All right. So, but let's talk about the digestive health. It seems to affect everything in one's body, and there's got to be a reason for that. So just to help the understanding, because some people need the motivation. They're like, why should I do that? I'm trying to have a good time, and you're talking about gut health. What's going on? So let's talk about that for a second. Why is digestive well-being so connected to the rest of your body function?
So there's a lot of studies coming out that your gut bacteria, which are housed in the colon, or the large intestine, actually run the whole body system.
Wow.
Yeah. So if they're not happy, and if we don't have the right balance of helpful versus harmful bacteria, then we're going to find the body's not working that well, and illnesses can come about. So we need to put the bacteria in, so probiotic foods, sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir water, all of those kind of things. Then we need the fiber, because that's the fuel for the bacteria.
Yes.
And when they get good fuel, then the helpful ones proliferate. So there's lots of them then, they can grow and multiply. And then water definitely is needed to soften those stools so
Yes.
that they can pass more easily through the system. Remember, when we don't have water, when the system or the gut is low on water, it's in the bowels are, or the food is in the gut more for longer,
Yeah.
more water gets drawn out, everything gets more difficult to move, and that's why we can get the occasional constipation happening.
This is great. Thank you for the preventative tips and tricks. We appreciate that. And we also hope that you have a fantastic Easter.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving us exactly what we need. And as you heard, of course, constipation can be in the mix if you don't look at those principles. Hydration, important. Fiber, important. And my favorite, think outside the alcohol this Easter. Now, if you are looking for that type of alleviation of any of those Easter indulgences, well, Microlax works from 5 to 15 minutes. And of course, versus oral treatment, which can take anything between, 2 to 72 hours. It's reliable and effective relief from occasional constipation. It's easy to use and gentle to administer. It's not like a regular enema, and suitable for adults and babies. So the elderly and young babies are most susceptible to constipation, and Microlax is suitable and convenient for both and everyone in between. Just an idea for you as you enjoy your Easter. If you need a bit of help, there it is. Now bid farewell to occasional constipation blues and get ready to step into a lighter and more vibrant you this Easter.